Welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I'm just kidding. That was stupid. I'm trying to keep myself positive today because it's been a weird day. Just really strange. Like, it's been a really strange day. I got called off of work. My boss called me and told me I didn't have to come in today. She's, can't see my eyes. I'm not wearing those. She said because there wasn't enough work to do. We're in a slow season at my job right now, so I'm trying to like not show that because I don't want anybody to be like, that's copyright. It's a slow season at my job right now, so they really don't need, like yesterday when I was at work, it was slow. We had nothing to do. I was basically like just walking around for 3 hours. We went home 4.5, 5 hours early. Like, I had nothing to do for the rest of the day. It was horrible. So anyways, so basically my job's been kind of like slacking in hours. It's not their fault. It's just that it's not a busy business right now. And because of that, I'm not working enough. I'm not getting enough hours, and I'm not really making enough as it is. So my husband, he's been out of work now for, I'm going to say about 4 months he's been out of work, and he's been searching around, and he finally got a job opportunity this morning, but the hours don't work with mine, so I may or may not be losing my job today, and I got to make a bad phone call to my boss. I don't know, like, I can't even give him 2 weeks notice because he might have got the job today and he might be starting today. So I can't give my boss 2 weeks notice. So the only way it would work, I asked my husband if he could ask his boss if he could work Monday through Friday. Anyways, it's a big mess. But anyways, that's not what this video is about. So I've made a couple of videos talking about each cycle in each phase in a woman's cycle. Talking about the follicular phase, the follicular phase, the ovulatory phase, the luteal phase, and the menstrual phase. And I made those videos a while ago. But like I said, it's a learning process, and we learn new things every day, and we're constantly learning new stuff. Like, that's what we're supposed to do. And like I said, I've always been really interested in the woman's reproductive cycle. It's been always very interesting to me how much it basically interlocks with our personal lives and how much control it really does have over our lives in general. So right now, currently, I am in the luteal phase. I'm supposed to start my menstrual in, I want to say 6 or 7 days. So I'm like dead set right now, like I'm in my luteal phase. And I've noticed for the past couple of months, because I chart everything, I write everything down, and I make sure that I do that because you can look back on the previous month, and it helps you a lot when you're having certain symptoms that you're not really sure about, and you're like, did I have this last month? Especially when you're trying to conceive or anything like that, you can think anything is a pregnancy symptom. So it's like, it's easy to keep track. Anyways, the past couple of months, I have been with the luteal phase during this time of the month. Like clockwork, I have a really, really hard time with my sleep cycle. I start to just really kind of slack off in that department. And it's kind of like a roller coaster. It goes up and down. Also, during the day, even if I've gotten like 8 or 12 hours of sleep, 6 hours of sleep, I still feel chronically fatigued during the day, and I have really, really low energy. I don't really have a lot of motivation to get things done during the day. So for a while, I thought that I literally was losing my mind, and also I thought that I had a chronic anxiety disorder. I was like, okay, so this has to be what it is. It's not. So with the luteal phase, your energy levels will naturally decline. You don't have the energy levels that you had in the follicular or the ovulatory phase. It's just not going to happen. You're not going to be like 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was pumping. I was flying around, getting stuff done. I had energy. Even if I only got like 4 or 5 hours of sleep the night prior, I was still pumping. Like, I was still getting things done. The reason why Logan, can you turn that down, please? The reason why is because our hormone levels are different during that part in our cycle. Logan, can you turn that down, please? They're different during each part of your cycle. So in your luteal phase, you have more progesterone. And basically that can cause you to have a kind of like a sedative effect. It can make you fatigued. And that is what it does. That basically what it's doing is it's making it your, it's a part of conception that if you are pregnant, it makes it basically a nice soft spot for the egg to nest in, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The problem with this is that even if you're not pregnant, this hormone is there every month. It's going to pop up because it's just doing its job. It's what it's supposed to do to have a healthy reproductive system. That's how your body's supposed to function. The bad part about this is that when you're already physically drained, it will physically make you more drained. So even if you say you're already, the night before you got a full night's rest, right? You wake up the next day, you feel like crap, and you're thinking to yourself, like, what's wrong with me? It is a well-known factor that during the luteal phase, you just got low energy. You don't have the energy that you had 2 phases of your cycle ago. You're just going to not have that oomph. You're not going to have that energy and that drive and that motivation to get stuff done. It's just that's why they call it autumn. That's why they call it the autumn phase of your cycle, because things are slowing down. Things are starting to, and you think about it, you're starting to slow down yourself. Makes sense? That you start to feel like your body is in slow motion. It's really hard to get that, choo-choo train to get going and get that steam. You really have to push yourself to get that. So that's why they recommend during this phase to drink a lot of water and to eat certain foods during this phase that will give you energy, or it'll help support you during this time. They say to eat a lot of things with high protein, a lot of things with iron, fiber, things like that to help you get through, because with slowing down, you can get constipated. You can actually get dehydrated too, because your body will start to crave more water. That was another thing that I noticed. During the luteal phase, I start to get really thirsty. I start to notice I get cotton mouth a lot. I'm actually going through it right now. I actually get extra saliva during this part of my cycle, but yet I'm thirsty at the same time, and I'm just down in the water. I read a paragraph or something from a website the other day. It said, don't be surprised if you want to jug a thing of water or to chug a jug of water when you're in your luteal phase. It's completely normal. It's because your body is preparing for its period, and also your body is, which this doesn't make any sense, but you have a lot of water retention around this part of your cycle, and there is something about by drinking water, it will help that. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me either, but that's what they say. Doctors or gynecologists are starting to say this. But the thing is, basically, the whole point of this video was I wanted to say, if there's any girls out there that if you're in your PMS phase and you're just walking around and you're feeling like you feel like a zombie and you don't know why, and you're drinking coffee like it's going out of style, and you're drinking the energy drinks, and but you're yet at the same time, you're getting proper sleep at night, and then you're getting up, going to work or school or whatever, and you're like, why do I feel like uber crap? And you just literally feel like garbage all day. Progesterone. You can blame that hormone. It's not going to be, and you're just expect it. Every month during this part of your cycle, you're going to feel like crap. You're not going to feel at the top. But like I said earlier, there are, certain things that you can eat during your diet that will support you, that will keep you healthy. But know this as well. It is a healthy sign of a healthy reproductive system, that your body is doing what it's supposed to do in order to make a baby or to have a regular period. And these are the things that you do want. You don't want to have, it throws me off sometimes when, I guess I'm going on 37 years old. I'm almost in my 40s. So my period's been it's not been as on key as it usually is. My ovulation has been totally off the past couple of months. It's not been the way it's supposed to be, but throws me off. My husband's about to walk through the door when my ovulation is not on key. It makes me feel weird. Anyways, I will speak to y'all again later. My husband's about to talk.